Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing dating mode, get your ex back, and relationship maintenance. I provide audio and email coaching to help people try and get their ex back or get a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Check out my website for more details. www.dateme.tips. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing dating mode, get your ex back, and relationship maintenance. If you want to get your ex back, then you need the skills to avoid another breakup. If you are in a relationship, then you need the knowledge of how to stay in it. If you are single and looking, then you need to know how to maintain after you attract. Everyone needs to remain in dating mode if they want a relationship to succeed. Treat your partner the same way after 6 years, like you did after 6 months, like you did after 6 weeks. Keep desire burning, keep excitement growing, keep love everlasting. Here are 3 things you can do to remain in dating mode. So let's get straight into this. And number 1 is regular hotel stays. So whether you have got your ex back, whether you have met somebody for the first time and you are now in a relationship, or whether you've been in a relationship for many, many years and you're just thinking, how can I maintain this? How can I grow this? How can I get the spark back? Regular hotel stays are a wonderful way to remain in dating mode. And when I say regular hotel stays, I'm not suggesting that you have to travel far to have these regular hotel stays. You can stay in a hotel that is in the same area that you live. It doesn't matter where the hotel is, it's just the fact of staying in the hotel. Now, of course, this will cost money and it will depend on your budget, but what I would say to you is if you can try to stay in a hotel once every couple of months, that would be a wonderful way to remain in dating mode. Staying in a hotel creates a feeling of excitement, it makes things feel different, it just adds that extra spark to a relationship. So it doesn't mean, as I've said, that you don't have to be travelling hours and hours and hours. You certainly don't have to be going to a different country or a different city. This could be within your own town. This could be a hotel which is 10 minutes from your house. But just the very feeling of going to a hotel creates that magic, creates that excitement, and will enable you to maintain the spark of your relationship many years into the future. So always say to yourself, as long as you've got the budget, as long as you've got the finances, try to stay in a hotel once every couple of months, even sooner. If you've got the finances and the time and the chance to do this, maybe try and stay in a hotel once a month if that's possible. It just takes you out of the routine of a regular grind of life and enables you to feel excitement, it enables you to feel desire, it enables you to just see a difference because you were in a different setting. The feeling of packing your suitcase, getting into the car and going to the hotel gives you all of the butterflies you need and really helps you maintain dating mode. Staying in dating mode means that you are not being complacent, it means you are keeping the spark alive, and it means that you will allow the love to keep bubbling and it doesn't just stagnate. So now let's move into point number 2. And the second idea I've got for you of how to remain in dating mode. And number 2 is love letters in the post. So when I say love letters in the post, I mean in the mail, I mean snail mail, I mean old school way of sending mail. I don't mean email, I don't mean anything like that. I mean regular old school writing with your hand, if you remember how to do that, write with your hand, write with a pen, write with a pencil, write with a crayon. It doesn't matter what you write with as long as you're physically doing it. Write the letter and then post it in a post box, post it in a mailbox, and then allow your partner to receive this letter and really feel that excitement that they get from having it. So if you live together, then yes, you will be writing this to your own address. If you've got a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you don't live with them, then you will of course be writing it and sending it to the address that they live at. And just don't let them know, write the letter, send it out there. Don't let them know it's happening. And then just wait until they receive it. You will receive all of the love and affection that you can desire from this, because they'll be so surprised, they'll be so happy, they'll be so excited. Again, it keeps you in dating mode. It keeps complacency away from your relationship. It allows you to showcase your love in an exciting way. And just see the sparkle in your partner's eyes when they realise that they've got this letter. It's just exciting to read. So few people get snail mail anymore. So few people get a handwritten letter delivered in the post from their loved one, and they will be so excited to read this. If you do this periodically, then you will feel the bubbling of love in your relationship. So you might be wondering to yourself, how often do you write this love letter and send it in the post? Well, I believe you need to be leaving it longer than point number one. In point number one, I suggested you had these regular hotel stays every month or maybe every 2 months. For love letters, I believe you should leave a little longer. You don't want this to be something that your partner is assuming is going to come, because you do not want them to realise it's happening. So I suggest maybe once every 3 months, once every 4 months, write them a love letter, post it snail mail, and just enjoy the excitement for when they receive it. They will showcase you all of their love, desire, and pleasure that they've got from reading this. I'm absolutely certain that they will be very, very happy with you once they get this. So point number 2, love letters in the post. So now let's get into point number 3. And the final idea I've got for you in today's podcast about how you can keep desire burning, how you can remain in dating mode. And like I said, this doesn't matter if you've just got your ex back. This doesn't matter if you've been in a marriage for 10 years. This doesn't matter if you've met somebody relatively new, you're a few months in your relationship. All of these ideas are very, very important for all of these instances, because remaining in dating mode is what keeps a relationship strong. It keeps it growing. So if you've just got your ex back, you certainly don't want to be risking losing them again. And you may have lost them previously due to complacency. Complacency is a relationship killer trait. Maybe you've never had a breakup. You're 10 years into your marriage and you are now a bit worried things are getting stale. It's very natural to feel that way. And again, you must remain in dating mode, because if you don't, you could see your first breakup, and that would be a tragedy. If you've met somebody new, you're a few months into your connection, you want to be thinking, I'm really loving this, I love this honeymoon period, but I'm worried it's going to stagnate. That's a natural feeling, and listening to this advice will make sure that you don't fall into that trap. So we've had point number 1, point number 2, and here is point number 3. Point number 3, the final of today's podcast, is romantic surprises. So to give an example of this, I thought I would show you an idea. If you're listening to this podcast on something other than YouTube, then I do apologise, but you won't be able to watch the final segment of today's podcast. It is a visual, so you need to be on YouTube to actually see it. I suggest you subscribe to my YouTube channel and then watch the surprise that you are about to see if you are watching it right now on YouTube. So if you are not subscribed to YouTube, if you're listening to this on a dedicated podcasting platform, then please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you can see the end of today's podcast. Unfortunately for you guys, it is about to end, because I can't obviously show you a visual if you're listening to an audio only platform. But for those of you who are with me on YouTube, here you are. I hope you enjoy this. I have hired somebody with the right skills to showcase this idea. I hope everyone enjoys this. Here we go.
This tutorial is for DateMe.tips.